Alright, hello everybody, hello. Welcome to semifinals of MDL. Somehow, some way we made it all the way down here, which is awesome and also nerve-wracking. If you're new here, this is Rocky Mike, coach of the Virginia Victinis. And yeah, we're here for semifinals. We are facing another rematch this week. And once again, we're facing a team that we lost to during the regular season. The only other team that we lost to during the regular season, that being LEAVANNY and their Solihull Skarmoors. Now, this is definitely a game that I've been dreading to have to rematch. If you saw last week, spoiler alert, Jolteon really gave us a hard time. So this man has a Terra Jolteon had really give us a hard time. And this man has a Terra Regieleki, which is even more terrifying. It's like that in steroids. So yeah, lots to consider, lots of things that we need to do, but hopefully we can give them a good match. I do find it very interesting though that this kind of like arc that we're going through, where if we want to make it to finals and potentially win, we need to beat our biggest challenges, I guess, and that it will be like the two teams that we lost to the regular season, which is fun. You know, in an anime kind of masochistic way. Anyways, let me get into the matchup really quick here. Alright, as you can see, my opponent hasn't made any changes, I don't believe, since our game. I haven't made any changes to the main of my team. I finally added the LEAVANNY there to my team because I did add it. At the very end of the regular season window for transactions, I had 10 leftover points that I saved during the draft. I thought I was going to make some changes to the team, but eventually I ended up not needing them. So, yeah. Regardless, other than that, the teams are pretty much the same, which is good and bad, I guess. During the regular season, they narrowly beat me, thanks to mostly Liga and missing freaking triple axles, but also the Regieleki is just so hard for my team, man. That thing is so fucking fast. So yeah. Anyways, during regular season, it's one of those few games where I start on the driver's seat and my opponents bring it back. Usually it's the other way around in my experience. But yeah, no, we got a lot to learn from that. I do have to say though, during the regular season, I did one-shot their Palafin on turn 1 with a critical hit, which, you know, is basically impossible to recreate. Anyways, I had done a lot of prepping for things. I had seen what my opponent brought versus me. I had analyzed how we both plays, and hopefully I'm bringing something that can do well versus them. I don't know if he can win, but hopefully he can do well. So, yeah, let me go ahead and show you what we are bringing here. Alright, first off, of course, going to be the captain of the team. Good old Great Toss the Great. Holding the Solihull. Now, if you don't know, the way that I go into my teams is usually the way I show them on the team builders and the way I put them on the team preview is in the order I drafted them. I drafted Great Toss first, so, you know, it's of course always pretty much the same, the first Pokemon that I show you in here. However, on this particular game, this is going to be my lead, no matter what. This is what we're running Solihull. Essentially, the game plan is I need rocks as soon as possible. They're going to be so useful for my team. This thing will allow me to leave a Terra Blast from Regieleki no matter what, which is amazing. That being said, if they leave Regieleki, I do have to go for the kill. Killing Regieleki will be amazing, and also I don't have to allow them to Terra that Pokemon for free at least, because it becomes a problem. That being said, this is my lead 100% of the time. Depending on what they lead, I go for either Rocks or Headlong Rush. If they leave Regieleki and it's not a Balloon or Terra Flying, I can just Headlong Rush kill in one turn if they decide to stay Terra and try to kill me. If they lead with anything else, especially the Palafin, because they do seem to have a tendency to lead with Palafin, I'm gonna Stealth Rock. They do seem to like to lead Palafin and either flip turn around or switch out. So at that point we Stealth Rock and we go from there. I don't care if they go Landers. We have contingency plans for that. Nevertheless, the other moves are just fillers, rapid spin in case they get a lot of hazards against me and I just need them out, and high spin of course for coverage versus Landers. Knockoff does nothing for me, so we're going with this. Pokemon number 2 is going to be once again our Seth Rollins Walking Wake. We're holding a new item that I had never used during the entire season, being the Dragon Fan, because this is a very interesting set. Like I said, last game I crit their Palafin turn 1 with Draco Meteor with the choice specs, and that was it for the Palafin, but I don't expect that to happen again. It could also be the reason why they wouldn't let Palafin, but looking back at the game, they seem to be fine letting me chip the Palafin because they just brought a special defensive Palafin, and even at the baby form, I wouldn't kill it with a Specs Draco Meteor. So, the way that this works is this is supposed to bluff Specs with the Dragon moves, but essentially the theory is that I can 1v1 a Palafin with Drain Punch if it is a bulk up set between a combination of Dragon Pulse and Draco Meteors. I will have to show you during the game. It's really hard to explain. I did play out this, I did simulate this a couple of times and it worked fine. Hopefully we can make it work during this game. But anyways, that is the Walking Wake. Pokemon number 3 is going to be our Genghis-Khan King Gambit, which is going to be our Terra Captain this week. It's going to be Terra Fairy, but it's going to be holding the black glasses. The set is pretty much your standard set, with the only difference is that we're going to have Terra Blast Fairy. One of their best checks to this is Mandibles. They didn't bring it to the regular season, but I could see them seeing that was not necessarily the best, and they could try to bring it this week. And Iron Defense Mandibles actually becomes unbeatable to this unless I have Terra Blast Fairy or Electric. So, and I do want to resist Foul Play if they have it, and also Drain Punch or Close Combat from the thing. Fairy is pretty good against their team. I would have liked to run something that resists Electric, but you know, at the end of the day, it's a 50-50 or whatever versus this team. The one thing I will say though is that Hydreigon is annoying for this Pokemon. However, I don't expect them to run a Steel type move on Hydreigon. At best, I expect them to just run the Fire ground coverage that we were doing the last game, which was pretty good. So hopefully we can do some stuff with it, and there's some other stuff that this set is supposed to do, and I'll talk about it in a minute. But like I said, this is gonna be our Terra Captain. Our next Pokemon is going to be Hermione, the Hatterene. Actually, I need to change this Terra to Terra Ghost, and you will see why eventually. But essentially, we're bringing this for momentum and for preventing rocks from going up, and also stopping their momentum. That's what we are in the Jack button. Essentially, this is designed to always switching into a Landorus, whether they go for U-turn, whether they go for Stealth Rocks, whether they go for Air Power or Grass Knot. The point is that this should never be dying in one hit. I don't see them running knockoff this game. If they do, they do. But the idea is this Pokemon is here purely for momentum. That's why it has Baton Pass. It's mostly to switch into Landorus and into Latias. Because Latias, Skarlavias, I expect 100% to come. The other important move on this is Nuzzle. Nuzzle will paralyze opponents and it gives me speed control, which will be amazing versus their team. So, yeah. With this moveset, I don't expect to click Drain Keys or Psychic Notes for the most part. This is a dead set versus a Hydreigon with Substitute especially, but we do have the Baton Pass and we leave most hits. Like I said, I don't expect them to bring a Steel move on it. If they do have it, so be it. I'm screwed. But that is the idea, and the idea is to switch this into Landorus. It will hit me with a U-turn, hopefully, and I will just go to Walking Wake and go from there. And I'll show you if that is what happens during the game. But, keep that in mind. Like I said, I had to change this to Terra Ghost to prevent him from doing a certain action, right? Anyways, Pokemon number 5 is going to be our QB, the Ninetales, holding a Hit Rock again because we do want the song as much as possible, although it could hurt us last week, but I don't see them. Regieleki doesn't get freaking Weather Ball, so that's good, I guess. Our moveset is pretty standard bottom pass for momentum again, anchor to mess with things. However, we do have a weather ball for the staff, and we have scorching sands this time to hit the Hydran somewhat hard. If it is special defensive Hydran again, it's gonna be annoying. But you know, if it's not, we could potentially two-shot it or one-shot it if it's weak enough. I'm running enough speed to outspeed the Landorus that he brought last time. Other than that, you know, this is pretty standard. For the most part, though, this should just be coming in, setting song, bottom passing out. So I had to play a little bit better than I played last week. Last week, watching back the game from last week, I could have played a lot better. So hopefully, you know, we can stand tall. Now that being said, for Pokemon number 6, I briefly mentioned this during the matchup, but for the first time ever on this season, we're gonna bring Mantis the LEAVANNY, because, well, you should know, right? This thing is chlorophyll and it gets sticky webs. I needed sticky webs to win this game. Last time they didn't bring any hazard removal, and I don't know if I see them bringing it this time, because they really like to run their substitutes to play with King Gambit play the Mangates with King Gambit with the Regieleki. So the idea here is to set up the sticky webs, and even if they have rapid spin, which means that they couldn't have, you know, a combination of Sub, Ball Switch, Thunderbolt, and Terra Blast. Even if they had rapid spin, I can I'm gonna try to play around it. This thing having chlorophyll is very useful. Hisuian Liligan just wasn't gonna do anything this game, and this actually has a lot more potential for disruption in low kick for the Hydran knockoff, just to annoy things if we wanna send it out, and Leaf Blade of course resists Palafin and hits it super effectively. So this is kind of like my secret weapon. I didn't draft it for this game, but the more and more I look at this game and the strategy that I'm trying to pull, the more I think that this could be a good, this could be the solution to this puzzle that I am dealing with versus Onisis team, which is, like I said, very annoying for me. So yeah, we'll see if this works out, and if it doesn't, at least I did bring it to one game. But yeah, that's gonna be the team. Sorry if this was a little bit of a longer team builder, but I really want to explain what I'm doing here. Hopefully we can have a clean game without any hacks, and hopefully, for me, I can redeem myself and try to make the finals. But either way, we'll see how this goes. We'll see you in the game. Alright, welcome to the game, everybody. Okay, that's interesting. My opponent brought the Dunsparce instead of Swallowed, and they brought Passimian instead of Palafin. Oh, that is very interesting. Okay, I'm officially had no idea what they're doing. So hopefully it's a fun game. They have Terra Fairy on both the Dunsparce and the Eleki, which is absolutely terrifying. But it's a good thing I didn't keep the Terra Dark on this. I was gonna bring Terra Dark originally. That said, I had no idea what they're trying to do, to be honest with you. They do have the Regieleki though, which means that this is always my lead. And we tried to go for that. But see, the thing is, Walking Wake was 1,000,000% a set for the Palafin. So not having Palafin here makes this kinda, not necessarily, but it's gonna be an interesting game, dude. I do really regret not having Ironhead on this. But then again, you know, there are things in here. Anyways, hopefully it's a good game. I don't know how much the speed is gonna matter for the sticky webs, especially with Passimian here. That's gonna get defiant from the sticky webs. Though, I don't know, man. We'll see. Hopefully it's a good game. Yeah, they immediately do this. So they made Terra to avoid me going for the thing. But if they Terra, that means that the Eleki cannot Terra. So with that said, I do think that my best play here will be to Stealth Rock, right? Yeah, I can leave a hit from this thing always. So with my berry, I mean. But we will see. This is definitely gonna be an interesting game, I'll say. I'll say. Okay, so Regelec is not gonna Terra this game. That is good to know. So there is a Terra. I do wonder what they go for. They could go for Glare, which will be annoying, but it will be fine. Maybe I should have gone into the... maybe I should have gone into the thing. Into the thing in here. Bombers. I should be able to leave that, right? Barely fucking leave it. Alright, let me see. Great Toss versus this the Dunsparce. Assuming that you are the calm mindset. Bombers did way too much. This thing is offensive as fuck. Modest. 252. Yeah, this thing is offensive as hell. So I could... You are Fairy. So I could Headlong Rush you and do about 50 to you. I think that's gonna be the play, to be honest with you. If they switch, they switch. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that's beautiful damage, dude. That is absolutely beautiful damage. Yeah. Oh. Well, that means he has rules then. That's annoying. But it's okay. I could go King Gambit and immediately threaten you with my hit. So this thing took a lot of damage, so it's not like super fist death. Matter of fact, it may not have any. So Walking Wake in the sun will kill it. But it has to be in the sun. So I could go to you and just Weather Ball, I guess. I could also go to you. I don't do much to you though. I could go to you and just threaten you out. You will go for maybe Hitran or Landorus. I think I'm gonna go into it. It's an Iron Head, you will just devastate you, I feel. So you will either go Landorus. You actually could go into the Passimian, but I don't care about that too much, do I? If you go Landorus, the only annoying part here will be if you go into... The only annoying part here is if you actually go into... what you call it? No. If you go Landorus, we can just attack you. If you go Hitran, that is the annoying part, right? If he goes Hitran. So I think I just kowtow here. Do I just kowtow? Or do I expect you to go Hitran and go into this? Or go into this? If you go Landorus, this actually will be a pretty bad switch. I'm gonna kowtow. See what kind of damage we can do. Even if it's Landorus, it has to take a little bit of damage. Yeah, no attack. Oh, okay. We're gonna do this. Okay. Fair enough. Sorry, Iron Head, which makes sense. Oh my god, that did so much damage. We don't outspeed you though. So we had to get out of here. Actually, that did no damage. So I could just go to Hermione here, which sends me into... If I go Hermione, it sends me into Walking Wake. I could just go Walking Wake here, actually. If I go Walking Wake, I can start firing off the thing, right? Because this is still for Landorus. If I go Walking Wake, I feel like I go Walking Wake here. Even an Air Power, I can take. This Hitran is interesting, though. Alright, we'll go to the Wake, see what happens. We got Lava Bloom. Okay, perfect. Please don't burn, please don't burn, please don't burn. Thank you. Okay. So, question is, do we Hydro Steam here? So this is the Dunsparce versus Walking Way. Without the sun, I should two-shot you regardless. So you could go Latias here. But Latias is your only switching here. So I could assume that you go into this, but I don't want the Dunsparce taking the damage. So I'm just gonna go for the Hydro Steam and see what happens. The King Gambit did so much damage to this, it's fantastic. It is not heavy duty boots, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I saw damage. This is the part where having flip turn will have been great, huh? Yeah. So this Hitran is fast and is offensive. So that's something we have to remember here. Cool, I kill it with Sucker Punch, I suppose. And it is what it is. Please be the Dunsparce. No, that is the Latias. Okay. This is fine. We need some cheap damage on this anyway, to be able to kill it eventually with the thing. Ooh, this could be a Solves. No, Latias doesn't take a lot of damage from this, right? Latias, assuming that you're Choice Scarf. You really don't take a lot of damage from this. Yeah, this is just your regular Latias. I feel like I want to go into you. We go into you and then we do things, right? This is still for the Landorus. Yeah, the Landorus puts me in a position where... Yeah, no. Let's go into QB. The hit is gonna hurt, I'm not gonna lie, but hopefully we can leave 2 Psychics. Let's see what happens, We got the QB in. They are gonna trick us, so they were going for the hat. But does this take my Scarf? Okay, so they took the Choice Scarf, and I took the Hit Rock. Interesting. So now I'm faster than you, more than likely. So I could just Baton Pass. If I Baton Pass here, I can just Baton Pass into you, right? And set up my Sticky Web. Yeah, I feel like that's still my best play. So we're gonna try to Baton Pass. Yeah, fair enough. This could be a number of moves. This is still good for the Landers. I'm just gonna go Mantis, dude. Yep. There's a side shock. This should two-shot me, unfortunately. Oh, he actually didn't. I don't know if you've heard the knockoff. But the play is always to Sticky Web here, so I have to Sticky Web. You should fear the knockoff, I feel. But you know, it's your call, right? A cool high encore into Trick will have been an interesting play, I feel. But, you know, it is what it is, right? Yeah, they do fear the knockoff. That's fantastic. Okay. What are we going into? Megiro Rain. Megiro Rain is you. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so what is my switch to you? I don't have a switch to you, right? I mean, it's this. If I go to this, then I can go... yeah, it puts him on an interesting position. It does put him in an interesting position. But right now here, you are going to U-turn, right? If I go to the thing, you U-turn, your momentum essentially dies here if I do that. Which I feel like I'm okay with. Okay, let's do it. Passimian. Choice Scarf. It could be Choice Scarf, could be something else. Knockoff. That's a good chunk. Took my Jack button, which means I don't activate. I should Baton Pass still though. I feel like you are 318 Hat Ring versus Passimian knockoff. 318 minus 220. It's 98. It did 98, so it's a low roll for Jolai. So you could be. We'll see what happens. We'll see what you are. Getting a knockoff there would have probably been a good idea though. Maybe I should have knockoff whatever item this has. But if we can get to Walking Wake here, I think we're good. Walking Wake. This Passimian in the sun. Yeah. So Walking Wake could kill it. We could also not kill it. So if I go to you, I knock you off. How much are you doing to in the sun, Walking Wake? I could not kill it. If this is a Solves, I could not kill it. So I could go to you. I cannot Scorching Sands anymore. Could go to you and just go for the raw Terra Blast. Which wouldn't be a horrible idea. If I don't kill the thing with this, he knocks off my Razor Claw. I don't care too much about my Razor Claw, actually. Not at this point. Yep. Speaks Titan, which is good. 3 turns of zone. Yeah, I had to try to make the most of it. Now that I have it, because I won't have it for long. This is Solves. What would you assault this for, though? Maybe I should just go for the nozzle, actually. Okay. Yeah, this is probably assault bested. Drain Punch. Okay, I can beat this. We beat this. We beat this. We beat this on the sun. That's good. That's very good. Okay. So we Hydro Pump this, kill it. We have one more turn on sun. And we'll see what happens from there, right? Then we're gonna have to do some shenanigans and finagling around. But, you know, that's just how this game is, right? That's just how this game is sometimes. Could I make another other play there? I don't think so. Yeah, okay. So they give me this. Which is good. There's one more turn of things. I don't know if that Eleki will be a Scarf. They could bring a Scarf Eleki. We have to pay a lot of attention now. Regieleki. Sumis, if you are this, your Thunderbolt, that's Kimi. So that is Larias. Why would you go Larias? I'm faster than you. Yeah, right now I'm faster than you. Because you're trying to go to the Dunsparce. I mean, that's fair. Dragon Pulse. Oh no, I just go for Dragon Pulse. I'll take the bait. It is what it is. It is what it is, you know? Have they seen me switch moves? They haven't seen me switch moves. So maybe they don't. No. You should know that I'm not a Specs though, because I didn't kill your guy. Well, I guess we're about to find out. Okay, they don't know. That is so good for us. That is so good for us. Let's go, dude. Walking away, putting in the work. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Eleki. Regieleki is gonna be the annoying part. But Cushing, that is Mr. Eleki. He's not heavy duty boots. Now this could be Choice Scarf. This could very much be Choice Scarf. If he Rapid Spin here, it annoys me. And the problem is I don't kill you right now without the sun, even if I speed you. So I do have to go into this and go from there. I could go into this. No, this is still good for the Landers. I'm gonna go into QB and try to Baton Pass. See what happens. They have to be Rapid Spin though, otherwise they wouldn't have Terra, the Dunsparce. They are these. Huh. What does these do for you? I mean, it is an interesting play. I could see you exploding. I could also Encore you here. I could go for the Scorching Sands. What are you trying to set up? The Landorus. You're trying to set up the Landorus. Which is fair. I have to be careful how I do this. Yeah, okay. We are trying to set up the Landorus. That will be my guess. If I bottom pass here, I will go into LEAVANNY. I don't have Brick Break on you, so that's not great. I am gonna try to anchor you, actually. I don't know if I'm faster than you. Oh, I am faster than you. That is very fucking funny, dude. That is very funny. That choice card kinda biting you on the butt right now, huh? Yep. And what would you go into here? You could go into the Dunsparce. You have to take on LEAVANNY. You could go into... I just don't think you go into Landorus. But if you go into Landorus, that's fine. I just need to go into something that doesn't get affected by the Ice Cream. So we're gonna go into our Mantis, as they're gonna switch out into Shinko Windy. Shinko Windy is this guy. Okay, cool. Yep. This is always you, right? No, because if you Swords Dance here, that could be super annoying. No, I think this is always you. Because if you kill me, I go into you and I attack you, and then this guy can put on work later. How many turns we have with you? We have 2 turns. Do I need you right now? I feel like I just Leaf Play here, right? Yeah. Oh, that didn't do a whole lot of damage. Please don't kill me. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Alright. Not the worst. Not the worst. Depending on what they go into, is not the worst. Yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah. LEAVANNY. From where you were at, should the Landorus kill you? Landorus, Tyrion, if you're offensive. It must be offensive, I guess. It's good to know. We do have a couple more turns of Sun though, which is, you know, valuable, I suppose. Bakushin, that is this guy. Okay. So I know that Wake doesn't kill you. The speed does go down. Wake doesn't kill you. This puts me in an awkward situation. Quite an awkward situation. Yeah. I mean, I do have to go into you. Yeah. Walking Wake. He doesn't kill you right now versus Mr. Regieleki. Dual screens on the sun with a light screen. Yeah, I will never kill you. So here I have to go for either Draining Kiss or for Psychic Noise. You have potentially 1 to 2. Wonder if the last move is Explosion. In case you try to ball switch into the Dunsparce, I think my best play will be to Psychic Noise here. This screen is kinda annoying though, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Yep. So you are prevented from healing here. Okay. it is confirmed that it is that. So if I can install 3 more turns of screens, we are good to go. Now, would you be ball switch? Could be a number of things, to be honest. My song is down though, right? So I feel like a baton pass here is probably my best play. Back into QB, back into this. They have the Dodon Spurs, they have the Landaroos, they have the Heatran. Maybe the baton pass is the best play here. The better play here. Alright, let's baton pass. Okay. Alright. So we do leave it, which is good. So the Nozzle would have been the better play. Attacky, okay. So you do die to a Walking Wake hit here. So I don't even need to go to my guy. Yep. So here we can just go to Walking Wake and click Hydro Steam. So let's go ahead and do that. I do wonder what the last move is. If it was Rapid Spin, I feel like it would have clicked it by now. Then again, I am Terra Goes. That did not matter. Okay. So, what do we go into here? Urahara. That's you. Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, got it. I am gonna go to QB and just encore you if you try to go for the ruse. You shouldn't kill me with anything, I feel. Urahara. Are we running Bleach nicknames and I didn't even notice? Is that what we're doing? You should go for the ruse, right? Turbas. Oh, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Yeah, they really want to get rid of this, huh? Okay, the last screen is gone, which is fantastic. So I showed an Encore, so I could Baton Pass here, and if they don't switch, Walking Wake versus this guy. If they switch, then my guy just claims a kill. Okay. Against my better judgments, I'm gonna Baton Pass. Damn it, they didn't switch. Okay, that's fine. Hermione is the play here. We're gonna Bum Burst. Okay. So that's Walking Away kills you here, Mr. The Dunsparce. The Dunsparce. If you are this, we know that you're not Walking Wake. If you are water, no, they're a fairy. Walking Wake in sun without the light scream should do 53. So it doesn't quite kill you, but it gets up there. What about you? You with several old allies falling. You could do good damage. If Walking Way dies here, I lose to you. So if I go to you and I start spamming Weather Ball, actually I can do that, right? Actually, even better, I could anchor you into the normal move and then you... How many more turns of Sun? 2 more turns of Sun after that. The Dunspars, if you are 252 versus my Ninetales. You are, even if you're modest, you're never killing me, right? Yeah. Alright, that's wearable. Ooh, imagine if that kills, that could have been game over. Ah, that's annoying. Okay. How many more turns of Weather Wall do we have? Okay. I just can't lose Walking Wake right now. That's my main thing. If I had Iron Head though, if I had a little bit more investment, I could have killed it. Gonna keep roosting, yep, that makes sense. Okay. This Dodoon's part is a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Ninetales. Yeah. I mean, it does have a little bit of investment. Or I just got a really freaking low roll. Boomers. Okay. That did a lot. That did a lot, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But there's no more sunlight and the reflect is gone. So, I could go for the Terra Blast. I feel like I need to go for the Terra Blast. Let's just go for the Terra Blast. We'll see what happens. The Dunsparce, if I am Fairy, and I Terra Blast you. With like 3 Falling Alleys, should do 50%. We'll see what happens. Oh, we straight up one-shot you. Okay, let's go. All right. This is gonna be an interesting endgame. Okay, okay. So Landorus shouldn't kill me though, right? Landorus right now, offensive. Yeah. You don't do 50%. Regieleki could be annoying though. Alright, well you will have to be choice band to kill me. And even then. So what hits you stronger? I have 3 Falling Alleys, right? Sorry. Yep, 3 Falling Alleys. Currently hits you better regardless. So we go for the Caroclete. Earthquake. Oh, beautiful. Oh. Okay. Well, we're gonna Sucker Punch. Takes care of the Landorus. That's good. And then there is a Regieleki, which is not faster than my Ninetales, my Choice Scarf Ninetales. So I think we actually did it, boys. I think we actually managed to pull this off. We'll go for the Cutout Cleave. Ball Switch probably kills us. We're not that bulky. But the Sticky Webs, dude, the Sticky Webs, I think is what ended up getting it up for us. There's the Ball Switch. That's fine. Thank you, King Gambit. You did what you needed to do, my man. You did what you needed to do. Which means Ninetales. Choice Scarf Ninetales. She'll claim this for us with a water ball. Let's go. GG's to my opponent, dude. That was amazing. That did not go as planned at all. But it ended up working out for us. Let's freaking go, dude. We managed to avenge both the rematches. We made it to finals, dude. That was awesome. GG's to my opponent, dude. That was a game for sure. They clearly didn't expect the freaking webs. They did not respect the webs. This is why you always have to respect webs when your opponent has them. Because if they bring them and you don't have an answer for them, you're kind of screwed. So, rocks were amazing. Webs were amazing. LEAVANNY proving his way in gold right now. We're going to take it to finals. Now, as if this wasn't an anime arc season already, we made it to semifinals. We made it to playoffs on the second seed. And on our quarterfinals, we had to face the first team that beat us this season. On second finals, we had to face the only other team that beat us on the season. And now in finals, we got to take on the first seed who is undefeated. So we'll see what happens, dude. Either way, this one has been incredibly entertaining for me. So anyways, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week in finals of the MDL. Bye now.